Hello and welcome to my preview of Arsenal's game against Crystal Palace this coming Sunday at 4 o'clock at the Emirates Stadium. Now, I couldn't do a review of Arsenal versus Napoli on Thursday because unfortunately, just before the game started, I became sick and started suffering from dehydration. I don't know why. I did everything I could to keep myself well, but unfortunately, it just suddenly turned, which sometimes with my condition it can happen. The medical staff, a big shout out to them because the stewards, the staff, they were absolutely brilliant. Spotted it right away, carried me to the ambulance, got me to the hospital, and got myself sorted so I can be home for the on the scheduled flight I had the next day. So big shout out to them. And yeah, recap on that game. From what I heard, it was a very controlled and well managed performance, which just shows of how well we're starting to manage games now. Lacazette won an absolute worldie of a free kick from 30 yards out. And from then on, the game was dead, and even the fans were quiet. And it showed that Napoli didn't really pose so much of a threat that everyone feared. And we took them seriously and made it count and made the away leg first leg at home. I think really helped us a lot because it gave us the initiative. And that's going to be the same on Thursday next time when we play Valencia. It'll be the home leg first, and again we've got to make our chances count in that game. Now moving on to tomorrow's game. I've just heard today the early kickoff for Man City Tottenham. It's finished 1-0 to Man City. So they've taken revenge for getting knocked out of the Champions League by Tottenham, which means we can go third. And if we go third after this weekend, it will mean that we are in driving position to stay there, and it's down to us to keep winning our games. If we keep winning the games, we will finish top four. Simple as that. We're not even top four, third. So we just have to keep winning our games from then on in. If Man United lose tomorrow and we win, we will even go 5 points clear with a game in hand. So really is a really positive step at the minute for Arsenal. And it just shows how well Emery's done with the same squad that he had that Wenger had last season. With a few extra additions, I know, but it's pretty much the same squad with very little investment and very little investment in January. And it just shows with all those problems how he's managed to manage this squad to be able to compete in the Europa League and as well compete in the Premier League with the amount of games that are coming in. So big shout out to Emery, and I say again, he's so underrated and gets so much doesn't get the credit he deserves. So yeah, it's going to be interesting in line up to this game because obviously we had the game on Thursday, so Sunday he may need to rest players. Apparently Ramsey's out for 3 weeks, so that's going to be a bit of a blow. Xhaka's in a doubt, which will be a blow to us as well. Socrates is obviously suspended, so it means we'd have to play Mustafi if we're going for a back three. To my lineup, it will probably be Leno in goal, Koscielny, Mustafi, and Monreal. Then on the left wing back would have Kolasinac. Right wing back would be Maitland-Niles. Torreira and Guendouzi will have to come in because Guendouzi puts such a shift in when he gets in. I'd rather him over Elneny any day of the week. And then he's a player that you bring on to control the game when you're 2-0 up, never to start a game. I'm sorry, Elneny, you're just not good enough. Then I'd play Mickey, because I don't think he played on Thursday, and then Ozil alongside, since Ramsey's out, which would leave Lacazette up front. Lacazette or Aubameyang because they both played on Thursday, so one of the two. Crystal Palace are not to be taken unseriously because they did beat Man City at the Etihad. They have got good players like Xhaka, Wan-Bissaka. We obviously are looking at to buy in possibly a swap deal from Maitland-Niles, which I still say we should just buy him outright and keep Maitland-Niles because he can just as good as him. And yeah, they've also got Batshuayi who's hitting good form. And yeah, they can pose a real threat to us. So with also Townsend in there, they can be very dangerous, and we have to take them seriously, like we have to take every team seriously. Obviously, we have to get the job done, I'd say, early, so then we can focus on the game during midweek on Wednesday, which would be Wolves. And Wolves away is a much, much bigger test. No offence to Crystal Palace, but a much bigger test than playing Palace at home, especially with our home record at home compared to our away record away. So, yeah, let me know what you think about the lineup. Do you agree or disagree? Um, do you feel really confident now that we'll be able to get top four now? And do you think now knocking Napoli out, who are one of the favourites, do you feel that we can win Europa League as well? I think winning Europa League plus also reaching third in the Premier League after everything that's happened this season with Emery, all the pullbacks, the little investment, the not getting credit, and being able to use pretty much the same squad and get third, yet win our first European trophy for 25 years, I think is absolutely incredible. And I think he deserves every uh, credit he deserves, and deserves to get every single bit of backing from the board next season. Because if they don't back him with all the money that should be coming in from all the new sponsor deals, plus the money that's coming off the wage bill, if they do not give him that investment, then there's some serious questions need to be answered at Arsenal to whether the board actually are ambitious and actually want to help this manager win the title, which is all what we want. So yeah, leave all your thoughts and comments below. Leave a like on the video. Again, I'm sorry I didn't do a review, but unfortunately, those the with my health, those things happen. And yeah, I'll speak to you guys soon, and I'll come back with a review for the Palace game.